Once there was a nervous little rabbit called Boo. He was fast asleep under a palm tree. Suddenly Boo woke up and thought, "What if the world started breaking up? What would happen to me then?" At that moment, some monkeys who were playing high up in that tree accidentally dropped a coconut. It fell down on the ground just behind Boo. Boo immediately jumped up and shouted, "Ah! The earth really is breaking up!" And so he started running away as fast as he could, without even looking back to see what made the noise. Another rabbit, called Button, saw him running and called after him, "What are you running so fast for?" "Don't ask me," cried Boo, without even slowing down. But Button ran straight after him, begging to know what was the matter. So Boo told him, "Don't you know? The earth is all breaking up." And on he ran, and Button ran with him. The next rabbit they met, called Beans, ran with them when he heard that the earth was all breaking up. One rabbit after another joined them, until there were hundreds of rabbits running as fast as they could, all terrified and trying to get away from where the earth was breaking up. They passed a deer, called out to him that the earth was all breaking up. The deer then ran with them. The deer called to a fox to come along because the earth was all breaking up. On and on they ran, and an elephant joined them too. At last a wise old lion saw all the animals running and heard their cry that the earth was all breaking up. He thought there must be some mistake, so he ran to the foot uh, of a hill, and in front of them gave a huge and mighty roar. They all stopped right there, for they knew whose voice that was. It could only be the lion, the king of beasts, and they all very much respected him. "Why are you running so fast?" asked the lion. "Oh, King Lion," they answered him, "the earth is all breaking up." "Who saw it breaking up?" asked the lion, looking first at the elephant. "I didn't," said the elephant. "Ask the fox. He told me about it." "I didn't," said the fox. "The deer told me." "Well, I didn't actually see it. The rabbits told me about it," said the deer. One after another, each of the rabbits said, "I did not see it, but another rabbit told me about it." Beans and Button said the same. At last the lion came to the rabbit who had first said the earth was all breaking up. "Dear little Boo, is it true that the earth is all breaking up?" the lion asked. "Yes, O lion, it is," said Boo very nervously. "Let me see, where was I? Oh, yes, I was asleep under a palm tree, and I woke up and thought, what would happen to me uh, what would happen to me then if the world started breaking up? At that very moment, I heard the sound of the earth really starting to break up, and I ran away very fast." Boo seemed quite happy with his story. All the animals looked to the lion. What was he going to do? The lion thought for a moment. "Well then, you and I will go back to the place where the earth began to break up and see what is the matter." So the lion put the little rabbit on his back, and away they went like the wind. The other animals waited for them at the foot of the hill, wondering what was going to happen. Boo told the lion when they were near the coconut tree where he had been sleeping, and the lion saw the exact spot. He saw, too, the coconut that had fallen to the ground nearby. Then the lion said to Boo, "It must have been the sound of the coconut falling to the ground that you heard, you silly rabbit." And the lion ran back to the other animals and told them all about it. It's easy to exaggerate and think things have happened when they haven't actually. So if you just take a moment to think what really happened, it can save us all a lot of running around. If it had not been for the wise lion helping them, all those animals might still be running. So you can see from the story, little Boo, He just made it up. It was just coming from his mind. And we do that a lot with our problems. Yeah, of course, there's something going on out there, but it's our mind that creates it. It's this big, horrible problem. And we don't necessarily need to do that. We just need to remember and bring to all the problems and difficulties that are going on. Actually, it's my mind that creates my experience. So we try and remember that.